So Yianni, first match, crackdown, low level, single position, whatever it was, chest wrap position. He turns you, exposed you a couple times. This time you kind of turn it on him and take advantage of it and you make that adjustment. Does that show how you jump levels and how high your IQ is in wrestling?
Yeah, I just think, everyone's a little different, so the chest wrap feels I had been getting in practice were a little different than how Hendo is, so it happened to me and I'm like, oh, I know what I'm supposed to be doing there. So I'm glad I got that feel because, better now than the World Championships when every point matters, right?
Yianni, at the end there in the first round, you pulled out a big win, a big move. Where do you find that ability to just dig so deep and make things happen?
A lot of times in practice, we do those up by one, down by one, 15, 30-second goes. But then on top of that, even when I'm wrestling just a regular live go, I put myself in that position like, can I score when I need to? That's a big thing my dad talks to me about. He's not in the room every day, but we're still talking wrestling. Big thing he talks to me about is like, you gotta be able to score when you need to. So if you look at, Kyle Dake, Burrows, Taylor, Snyder, those guys are all winning or losing. They need to get a score, they get one. That's the level I need to get to.
Yianni, you've been rocking with Mike Gray for a while. What was his advice after your first match to kind of help you be able to get tech this guy in the second match?
I just needed to relax. I think the atmosphere had me a little riled up. I wanted to go out there and blow the scoreboard open, but you don't do that by blowing it open. It happens methodically. At this level, you're not gonna grab a guy and rip him open. It's you chip down at him until they break, right? So if you look at this match, that's what I wanted to do, match one. But the difference is, in this match, I wasn't like, go tech him. It was like just, big thing like Mike and Frank are saying to me is like, score the next point, score the next point. So it's like, win the position, get the next one, every single time. So that's kind of how I thought about it.
What's it like to see Spartan keep growing, getting so much, bringing these different guys in and just kind of thriving on the big stage like today?
On the club end, I mean, this is awesome. We're gonna have, I bet my life on Gliss and Kyle tonight. So that would put 6 guys on the world team between age levels and the senior level. So, that's huge, right? That means to me that we're doing the right things. If you look at what we were doing, 5-6 years ago, we were putting guys on the team maybe, but not 6. And I think that's a huge testament to the people around us, on the coaching end, and also kind of what we're doing for each other to build this up.
New York guy, what's it like to compete on this kind of stage here in MSP?
It's fun, man. You can tell crowd rides the Yianni slant a little bit. So, it's fun when you score and it blows up, and they're chanting "Let's go Yianni" during the blood times. Maybe that's unrealistic for the World Championships, but it's fun. It's fun. It feels like wrestling in the NCAA tournament or a home duel again, right? Where it's that kind of electric crowd. It's awesome every single time.
What did you take out of 2021 that's propelled you forward?
I've always been really serious about my wrestling technique, but I think there was a little professionalism that I didn't even understand existed with my, strength training, lifestyle, diet, all that stuff, right? Because I was doing the right things before, eating healthy, not going out, sleeping right, all that kind of stuff. But there was a level that guys are at, that I didn't totally understand. And being around those guys at the Olympic Games, it's not an outlier. I'm the outlier to have made it that far. So making these changes, I think, are really important for, my long-term development when you look at those guys, what they're doing compared to what I'm doing.
What changed?
I would spend an hour explaining it all, but it's just, I'm eating better. I'm eating the right way. I'm actually eating more now. I'm lifting in a different way, training the right way with my strength, doing the extra cardio, the extra lifts, the extra wrestling workouts. It's not just mindless training, right? It's very specific, very focused stuff. I can't remember the last time I just came in and rolled around. Everything has a very clear, concise objective, and it's important that I keep doing that and keep seeing growth.
65 and 66 kilos in the United States of America. I know you know this. You're a really intelligent guy. Coach Zadek, I believe, is the last person to win a medal for us, 2006. I know that's on your mind. It has to be at some level because you're pretty particular to details and you want to win.
I'm around so many successful people. Kyle, multiple-time world champion, Quiz, multiple-time medalist. And then even just the guys who I've been able to spend time around. You know what I mean? Guys at Penn State, the guys out west, Gable, you know, there's so many people that I've interacted with that are doing or have done the things that I want to do that, you know, I think for a while, people were leaning on the crutch, well, you know, he's young, time's coming. Like, I'm 23 years old, the time is now. You know what I mean? Kyle Snyder wasn't telling himself the time was coming when he won a world title when he was 20 years old. So, you know, time is now for me.
Any doubt in your mind that you can't break that drought?
No, I mean, am I going to be thinking about it when I wrestle? 100% not. But if I didn't believe in myself, I can't expect anyone else to. So I wholeheartedly believe I can do what I need to do.
Yianni, how about the difference from when you started as a kid in a small town, rural New York, now you're in Madison Square Garden, you've been all around the world already, but you know, it's like the mat's the same, there's one guy against you in the circle.
You know, I was talking to my dad about this morning, actually. You know, especially him, even more than I do. You know, both of my parents. You know, we get so worked up about this stuff, about my matches, and it's like, you get heavy, you know what I mean? But if you had told me when I was 5 years old, I'd be wrestling to defend a world team spot when I was 23, I think my parents would have cried because they would have been so happy about it. You know what I mean? So it's important that I have that perspective, you know what I mean? And that's something, you know, I'm thinking about between matches 1 and 2 is it's like, dude, don't freak out. You know, this is what I've wanted for so long. I wanted this fight. I wanted to be in this situation, you know what I mean? So I can't be appreciative enough of how everything's been.
Yianni, these shoes look sort of retro. What is the story behind those?
So basically, we're working on a shoe with Spartan. Well, 2 shoes actually. There's a shoe for Kyle and a shoe for me. They're top secret. I can't tell you anything about them. These shoes are really popular overseas, and the guys at Spartan have been experimenting with, you know, what they might look like, what they might feel like. I'm not trying to give anything away. These aren't them. But these shoes may have inspired what you might see to be, you know, a shoe for me or Kyle down the line. So keep an eye out. A couple months, they're almost done. Just didn't want to wear them until they're 100% ready. So thank you.
Congrats, man.